The catch, and they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Check safety, check safety. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship.
On first down, Allen. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Show it up, show it up. Kill, 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 kill.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
37-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Escaping the pressure right.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. He'll get that one to Taylor complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Allen again. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. Allen to throw once more. They'll find his man. That's Taylor again. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. First down. Allen off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Allen now throwing again on 2nd and 10. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A gain of 13, it's a first down. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 37. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And again, this Buffalo defense there and run support to stop him behind the line. We have hit halftime. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Switch.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley down to the 30 after a gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go to Barkley again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. And he's got his man on the out route. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Kansas City.
Butker on for the PAT.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
And that makes it 14-10.
It is good. Makes the score Chiefs 14, Bills 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Allen going to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Allen. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They run once more with Taylor. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
A gain of 47 yards.
And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Flush to his right. That is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Mahomes now to throw. That'll be complete to Breida. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Matt Breida, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Allen. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air. Allen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Allen now looks to throw. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Mike 19, Mike 19. Squeeze, double.
On play action, Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete.
Thrown away.
Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that will be incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They do go for it. Here's Allen. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the Bills' 37-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. The ball popped it, and I do believe this is going to line up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They run with Barkley on first down, and he gets about 5 out of it.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
This is Breida. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Two first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Showtime, baby! And he will